Hi, I'm Dr. Nancy Zare, and I want to welcome you to Selling with Styles. This is a brief introduction. Are you looking to get more clients? Would you like to engage better with your prospects through email, phone messaging, and on social media? Would you like to know the secret how you could do both? It's called AlikeAbility. AlikeAbility. Quick story about my client June. She met a prospect online and they hit it off professionally. So much so that the prospect asked June for information and she sent it. And suddenly their relationship grew very quiet. You could hear a cricket chirping in the room. There was no noise, no return messages of any sort. What do you think went wrong? Well, on our next coaching call, that's what we discussed. And the biggest mistake that salespeople make is that they're stuck in only one way of communicating, one way of making a sale. They were mismatched in terms of style. You see, June was focused on the transaction, and her prospect was focused on a relationship, a friendship. When I pointed that out to June, we then wrote a text message, which she sent while we were on the call. And within 5 minutes, she got a positive response, and this relationship culminated in June acquiring a new client. I'm Dr. Nancy Zare, and I want to thank you for taking time to learn about the AlikeAbility system. Our agenda is to talk about that system, how you can get more clients, and I have a very special offer for you at the end. For those who don't know, I am a sales psychologist, and you might ask, well, what is that? Well, I use my knowledge of psychology and human behavior to tell you how people make buying decisions. I will tell you the secrets of how people buy and sell. And it's done through the AlikeAbility system. Now, if you look up that word in the dictionary, you won't find it, and that's because I created it. So I get to define it. And it's a word that means a skill that raises the perception, the feeling and thought within your prospect that we're alike. It's a skill. Hence, it's something that you can learn. I teach it, and I can teach it very well. It's based on the platinum rule. Now, you're probably familiar with the golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated, and that's a very humane way to go about interacting with people. The platinum rule takes it one step further. Treat others the way they want to be treated. Look through their lens, walk in their shoes, talk using their language. Now, pause for a moment and reflect. What would be the benefits to you of being a likable? How could that possibly be of help? Well, first of all, everybody's going to feel a lot more relaxed when you feel we're alike. And that will allow people to get comfortable with one another, and consequently, trust will build. Now, we need trust in order to make sales. People do business with people they know, like, and trust. Trust is absolutely fundamental. But you know what? We all have resistance. We love to buy, but we hate to be sold. And another good benefit of a likability is sales resistance drops away. And now this will open the door to doing business together, and hence you're making money. There are 5 steps to the likability system. Step number 1 is to define and differentiate these different buying styles. And there happen to be 4 distinct ways that people think about and make a buying decision. I refer to these styles based upon the number of touch points needed to make a sale. And a touch point can include an email, a phone message, a text, a card, all sorts of different ways that you can connect with and build that relationship. The number 2 buyer, the liberty taker, is fast, decisive. They want to get to the top. They want to be outstanding. They want only the best, and they're driven to succeed. It takes only 1 or 2 touch points for them to say yes, very fast. The number 4 buyer is easygoing, friendly. They're a trusting type of buyer. But be warned, add +1 to this number, because within 24 hours of their saying yes, you need to circle back and let them know it's about the friendship, not the transaction. The number 6 buyer takes their time. Their neat as a pin. They want to make sure that things are safe and conservative, that they're all locked up and there are no surprises. And the slowest buyer, the number 8, is your smart, thoughtful buyer. They have to do a lot of research in order to be able to go forward and say yes. In fact, they probably need 8 or more touch points in order to go forward. Step number 2 in the AlikeAbility system, determine your style. Why is this important? Well, we sell the way we buy. And if there are 4 different styles and we're selling in only one of those 4 styles, we're connecting only 25% of the time with the other person. Hence, 75% of the time there's a mismatch. And that's why sales becomes a number game. Step number 3, diagnose your prospect style. And I can teach you to do this in about 60 seconds. Yes, in just a minute. The quicker you know the style, the quicker you can shift yourself in step number 4 and duplicate their style. Now, we match the style authentically. It's genuine. This is not a copycat, monkey see, monkey do type of situation. It's genuine based upon the values of the other person. And step number 5 is to downplay and discard the part in you that doesn't match. You see, every style is a double-edged sword, positive and negative characteristics. You want to accentuate what you're good at and downplay what you're not very good at. Now, the best salespeople outsell the average 57 to 1. Whoa, that's a big difference. They have natural likability, although as you'll find out, it actually is something that they learned, but they learned it unconsciously. So when you ask them, they don't know what to say in answer to tell you what they're doing. And if you watch them, they don't seem to be doing something very different than anyone else. So it looks like it's a secret, but as I've already told you, it's a likability. Another story about David, who's an attorney. He prospects online and he found, in other words, he works with cold leads. And he found a prospect, a fellow attorney, and normally what he does is he sends them an email and then he'll call them up to begin a relationship. The email contains a lot of information about who he is and the service he provides. Well, when he showed me the prospect he had in mind, I told him that was a big mistake. Instead, this person was a fast, decisive buyer. So I told David it was just 3 sentences. 1, my name is David, an attorney, and what he did. Step number 2, sentence number 2, I have a business opportunity for you. And the 3rd sentence, are you interested? Well, David sent it off and he got hired. Now I have a special offer for you. Just in case you think it's a fluke, I'm going to show you that I can do it for you too. And it's a free consultation. Now, normally I charge $250 an hour, so this is a huge value. All you need to do is text the word consult to this phone number, 762-383-0111. Again, text the word consult in the subject line to the phone number 762-383-0111. and you and I will have a conversation. The doctor will be in, and I'll be able to answer all your questions. Maybe you'll even turn a prospect into a client. So I want to thank you for taking time to listen today. And again, if you're interested in my free special offer, text the word consult to 762-383-0111. And I want to thank you and wish you to your sales success. This is Dr. Nancy Zare.